I know what many of us are thinking. It's the excuse that we tell ourselves every day. I'm too busy. I work, I have my commute, I gotta go, I've gotta deal with customers, clients, come home, the family, the food, I gotta put food on the table, I've got this, I've got chores, I've got so much on my plate. How do I remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Where do I have the time? Many people look at the man on the minbar and they say, you probably have all the time in the world to remember Allah. Very rich of you to come and lecture us. The remembrance of Allah is the easiest act of worship, because it only requires the movement of the tongue. You could be on your commute to work and you say Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, Subhanallah. You could be cooking a dish in the kitchen and you're playing the Quran in the background and you're listening to Surah Al-Anbiya as you fry the onions. You could be with your children, you could be busy, you could be walking around, you could be designing blueprints, you could be doing anything, driving a taxi, plumbing, laying bricks. Nobody has an excuse to escape the remembrance of Allah. We need to incorporate it into our daily routine. That's the only way it will happen. If we wait for the perfect time, in the perfect moment, with the perfect temperature, in the corner of the masjid, when there's nobody making noise in the masjid, that perfect time never comes. We have to incorporate it in our daily schedule. One day, Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu found the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam sat, moving his lips. And Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu asks him, what are you saying? The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, إِنَّهُ لَيُغَانُ عَلَىٰ قَلْبِي. Sometimes my heart feels agitated. It feels distant from Allah. Something doesn't feel right. وَإِنِّي لَأَسْتَغْفِرُ اللَّهَ فِي الْيَوْمِ 100 مَرَّةً. And I say Astaghfirullah 100 times. That relieves my stress. That relieves my pressure. That polishes the darkness and the depths and the covers on my heart. Astaghfirullah wa atubu ilayh. This is a man, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Has he ever committed a sin? No. Has he ever committed a major sin? No. Has he committed a crime? No. Why is he asking Allah's forgiveness for? What has he done? If him, a messenger who is free of sin, is asking Allah's forgiveness 100 times a day, how many of us we need to ask forgiveness of Allah? How easy it is to say astaghfirullah while you're walking, while you're working, while you're cooking, while you're doing anything. Incorporate it, because seeking the forgiveness of Allah is one of the greatest solutions for the hardness of the heart that we feel.